All right, so let's go ahead and start this up. All right, get my controller untangled here. All right, so Alpha, you are cheering for your team. You're cheering for red.
Well, I probably should be cheering for Sword Conference, as I'm actually in Sword Conference, but and I have Sab that's on my team. But it's just supposed to be fun. I don't think anyone in the game cares too much about winning.
Yeah, no, there's nothing, not like in baseball or other sports where there's some kind of home court advantage to the winners or any perks to the winner. It is a matter of divisional pride, though, which could argue to be say just as important, if not much so.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be trying to win. I mean, even in custom games, we all
I don't know. Trying might be a little too strong a word.
we purposely we don't do anything stupid on purpose. I mean, you'll see them try to make plays and stuff, but they're not gonna do any betrayals that cost their team the game. And
it's, not Green Army. So.
Tip off. So.
All right, well, it's your Hammer Conference who wins the tip off, and it looks like they're not going to waste any time going for the goal.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to see a slow game with passes back in the All-Star game. They're going to be playing fast, punching everything, passing to the goals.
Oh, it looks like Ace B Silent got the kill on Man Cannon. Ace B Silent, the most expensive player in the entire league, both during the AGLA draft and for anybody who tuned in last night to our auction tournament free-for-all that had nice shadow right there, pulling off just snatched the ball straight out of the air. I'm not quite sure it counts as an interception or a pick, but it does turn the momentum back to Sword Conference. And so yeah, as I mentioned, Ace, the most expensive player in the bid league, and he was the most expensive player last night in the auction tournament, although his team didn't make it all the way. So I think
that's how my team happened to be the best. Thanks, Ned.
Yeah. You happened to put together a really amazing team there somehow. What was your strategy?
That's rude.
Did you have a strategy, or was it just YOLO?
Going in, I had no strategy whatsoever. About halfway through, I kind of built one and decided I was gonna just push up the other high-valued people and try to get Nets or Gingy for cheap. And Nets happened to come up first, so I took him. And then I got Killers since he's played with Nets the last 2 seasons. So they play well together. So and then we locked into Gambit at 40 credits. That one, it wasn't exactly planned until it happened.
Beautiful pass forward. Oh, but it's instant rain with the ball and great defense. I think that's Rage More Nerd who will get credited with the kill. But some great Hammer Conference defense. I thought he might just skip right on in, but nope.
Just that little boost over. Halo 3, that's a goal, though, and that's all that really matters.
All right, Shadow S16.
What was that?
He just dropped from the heavens there to sword snipe someone in the back. So we've got a ton of people in here, so I want to thank everybody for coming out, joining us for this all-star match. If you're not familiar with the sport of Grifball, it is the sport of the future. Here today for your convenience. So there's 4 players on each team. Each is trying to get the ball to the opposite side of the court and into the plant. It's a classic variant of the assault game type. A nice pop-up there, and he passes off to his teammate. Oh, who swings and a miss. He's still alive, gets 1 stiff arm, gets 2. There's a betrayal. He's still alive, passes forward. Oh, but his teammate's no longer there. Great. Some frantic play by Hammer Conference. Good to see they're out there having some fun.
Still much more exciting than any real pro games. I like when they die. That's why I like watching amateur games more than I like watching the pro games.
Oh, Shadow 16.
Oh, the lunge on the plate.
Oh, and that snatch just dropped. Moonwalking in. Yep, that's Sabosaurus Rex. Getting the first point of this all-star match. So some Grifball basics we can lay down for you in addition to the 2 teams. These are best of 9 rounds. So we played 9 rounds of Grifball because that's how we do. In addition to that, they are untimed. So if you are familiar with Grifball and matchmaking, this is not matchmaking Grifball. And nice pitch forward there, Man Cannon on the run. Oh, the ball just overshot just the tiniest bit. That would have been a beautiful highlight there. Unfortunately, just couldn't bring it in. Sab with the lunge, though, takes down that side. And then there's just a murder train as swords just are stabbing all over the place, and it's back to Hammer Conference. And so, Alpha, what do you think is the most important thing for people to know about Grifball, other than that beautiful pass forward?
It's more than just smacking people in the face.
It is?
It doesn't look like it, but it is if you actually have to get good. Yep. That's the major step up from the amateur to pro league. It's not that they're better at smacking people in the face. They're better at the other things, like when to smack people in the face. when to throw it back. Not going to see that in this game because no one's going to throw it back.
No, this game is, again, just for fun. You're going to see some crazy stuff, probably some launches, which is when you fling the runner in the air. The runner, of course, is the ball carrier. And right now you can see that was the runner tried to get on the wall hop, which is the ledge behind the plant that runs that entire back wall. And here we go, just moonwalking in, gets launched sky high. Can he stick the landing? No, it's a little bit to the far side. But he's not done, gets one stiff arm. And your buddy Sab shuts him down again.
It's the best stiff armor in the league versus one of the best defenders.
Who's the best stiff armor in the league?
One defense. Easy. By far. I hate playing against. He's my least favorite person to play against because you just can't get the bomb from him.
Yeah, he's got a long history of being obnoxious with the ball. Beautiful pass forward, but it is interrupted by a hammer deflection. And that is one of the newer tactics we've seen the pros come out with in the last probably a couple seasons or so, is being able to interrupt the pass of a ball. That was...
Going fishing.
That was Man-Cannon. Yep, that was Man-Cannon going fishing, waving as he passes by. There's someone on the plant. Connects.
Hopped over it.
And just into a tank of blue piranhas there. Infinite Rain with the ball for Sword Conference. And Sword Conference in the lead, 1-0 right now. But there's a lot of grip ball to play, 9 rounds, and we've got 3 games, so still plenty of time left on the clock. And by time, I mean there's no time because these are not timed rounds. Pass forward, and again, just it's hard to put all this stuff together.
And that's the self-pass. The red team's definitely having a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, everybody looks like they're having a good time. We're not seeing the traditional tanking, careful... We just see people running on wall hops and passing down, and oh, come on, Man-Cannon just cleared that out. Yep,
Who didn't pass? Who scored that goal? They had the easy pass in for the extra highlight. Come on, Rain.
That was Infinite Rain who took it on home, and Man-Cannon clearing it out.
Being selfish.
Yeah, he's spreading the love. That's half the team has goals now. And, some nice red bar going on. It's not a grip ball match until you see that. Lower the hammer here, and you're into round 3. Oh, looks like we're going for a pro run.
No stiff arm.
No. Man-Cannon shut that down. A pro run, of course, is when you score the ball within the first 5 seconds of the match.
Or it's also a team in our league, which makes things kind of complicated.
Yes, like when pro run gets a pro run. On the far side, Sab is in an epic dancing battle, tanking all the way over there. Just gets a triple kill, kill tack, pass forward to Sab and the
That's
plant.
what we need. We need the unnecessary pass.
We need to see that on instant replay. So Cal, roll that beautiful grip ball footage. So Sab's in the corner. He's been there for probably a good 30, 40 seconds in the enemy spawn, gets a kill-tacular, and then is on the plant to receive the pass. Beautiful. That is a highlight.
It's 3-0 now already. It doesn't feel like it since it's not like one team's dominating the other, just some quick plays happening for blue team, Sword Conference. But now we got a quick one for the red team. Nope. Killed with the goal again.
Yep, Man-Cannon ruining everyone's joy. He's currently in possession of the ball, going to go to the far side, drop in behind Shadow S16. Shadow jumps, gets the shotgun launch. He splits the defenders like goalposts, but a little bit too far off. So what were you going to say, Alpha?
If just said net spawned perfectly.
Yeah.
You get those a lot in games. It's always terrible when it happens against you, but it's wonderful when you spawn on the other team.
Yeah, those lucky spawns. I like to think that it's all skill because some people have a lot of experience spawning. Ball pass forward, Shadow's on the plant, gets the necessary kill, but is taken out. That is Easy08 who gets the credit for killing Shadow. And now on the counter here. Now an interesting little factoid to keep in mind is that all the players on the court right now were part of the auction tourney that we had earlier. So we put up players on the auction block and had captains bid on them in real time. So it was kind of like a very rapid-paced eBay, I guess, for lack of a better term. And so far, of the players who are on the court, Hammer Conference was worth about 1,300 credits in total, and the players on Sword Conference on the court right now were about 1,200. But so far, that does not seem to matter at all because Sword Conference has a pretty healthy lead at this point.
Yeah, and Sword Conference had a couple people as captains, which lowers some of their credit value a little bit. So it would have been even closer in terms of that, which is actually pretty impressive.
You have a hard time seeing Digital Pain going for only 200 credits.
Yeah, saying he'd be right up there with Ace and Sab at the 300 level.
Yeah, I think Ace was 340 and Sab was 320? Or something like that, but definitely...
Yeah,
man cannon on the plant. Picture perfect point-to-point passing.
I'm disappointed in Ace. He could have had the deflection, but he wasn't looking.
Come on, Ace. You win for like a bazillion credits, too. But then again, as we mentioned before, there are no try-hard pants on here. This is just for fun, and a good exhibition for all those who are watching at home. And thank you again for tuning in.
Yeah, if you want to learn to get good, you probably shouldn't watch this game.
But it's entertaining, and that's half the battle. But if you do want to get good, what should they do, Alpha? As a admin and a pro grifballer yourself?
Every other Wednesday night grifball is good games, especially here going to be late in the season since we're trying to reschedule the best possible games. So definitely tune into those, which is every Wednesday at 9, if I'm correct.
Yes.
All those pro and AMI games will help. Basically, if you're brand new, watch the AMI games. If you're an AMI, watch the pro games. You got to learn in steps. You can't go from being brand new to being a pro unless you're Ace.
That's a good way to put it. I know when GrifballHub exhibited at IG Columbus last December, and we had a bunch of MLG players come and play Grifball at the booth. We had a cash prize there of $1,500 for 2 different tournaments. And when a round lasted more than 5 minutes, they started freaking out about how long the round was. And so Cal and I had to tell them about, most games are, 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep, 30 minutes. And, the longest all-time record is a game that lasted 2.5 hours. So suck it up.
That 4 guys, 1 ball game? Is that which one that one had?
Yes.
Bumped in the plate. But no belief.
That would have been a 4 or a 3-point shot there if we were playing basketball. But unfortunately, there was nobody there for Sword Conference to pick it up. Hammer Conference now. They've got someone streaking towards the goal. He's open. Runner gets popped. But I think that was... I don't even know who got that kill, but Blue was on top of it. That's Sword Conference, and they sussed that out real quick. Shut it down. And thank you, Cal, for mentioning GGL signups. GGL is our recreational Grifball League. So you build your own team, you come in, you play with friends, and you have a good time. Signups are starting April 10th, and they are open until the 17th. Matchmaking! Up through the air, can he stick? Nope.
That's back to Ace, though. And Ace is going to try. I thought Ace would have tried the same thing.
Well, there he goes.
He's still there for me.
Yep, Infinite Rain taking that one down. So yep, GGL is our recreational Grifball League. Lots of fun. It's a great way to kind of get your feet wet in League Grifball.
A fun note about this is the entire Hammer Conference All-Stars, except for about 73 Puppies, who isn't going to make it tonight, I don't think, was all on the exact same GGL team a few seasons ago. Natural selection.
Really?
Yeah, and Sab was also on the team, but he's in the other conference, so it doesn't matter right now. But yes, 5 of the 6 players on Hammer Conference were on natural selection.
I thought he was going to moonwalk that in.
Is that the team that made you lose a bet? Where you had to play in the AGLA? Is that Gingy's team?
Yeah, that was it. Gingy is the reason I played in last season. Because I lost a bet. But you should totally play Grifball because it's lots of fun. Not because you lost bets.
Got another pass opportunity here.
Yep, Sab's on the far side. Was that a Butterfingers?
I have no idea what just happened there.
Shadow dropped the ball, both figuratively and literally. Alright, well, we're still going strong here for Sword Conference with a very solid lead, 4-0 right now. Again, we played 9 rounds, so they need 1 more to clinch the win for this game officially. But, Hammer Conference can still stage an epic comeback. Although it looks like Sword Conference is handling them pretty well.
I wouldn't rule out a comeback, though, because this is the point where the red team might start playing a little more. Just because they don't want to get embarrassed too bad. So they'll put up a fight, at least. I don't think it'll be the 5-0.
We'll see what happens. They do have the ball right now, so it is within their powers. Goose, what is Butterfinger? So in the Master Chief Collection, there's this nasty little hiccup where if you don't hold down your...
It's not even just holding down. It's a random occurrence where it makes you angry. The bomb just falls out of your...
Interception.
I don't think we have an idea of what causes it, honestly.
Well, I thought it was just... Well, anyway, sometimes when you pick up the ball, it'll just slip out of your hands, like Butterfingers. Far side man cannon open. Shadow can't get the ball off in time. So yeah, the ball just will kind of bloop, and it's really unfortunate when it happens right in front of your pad and the enemy's right there. It can be a little bit embarrassing, you know.
And it happens to Sab all the time for our team, at least. I think I saw him do it even once this game so far. So I don't know if it's connection-based. No one has a clue. Everyone just agrees it's terrible.
Yeah. So Shadow there with the God Lunge and then 2 stiff arms. Sab and Man Cannon now catching up. It looks like he's popped up. He's going to try and stick it. Passes straight down. Gets the hammer kill while in the air.
Ooh, almost forced his way in there.
Sab trying to weed his way in there. Not quite it. Hammer Conference scrambling under a ton of pressure now. Runner just kind of flying through the air. Kicks the ball out. Box, a nice close-up view. Hammer Conference. There was somebody on the plant, and again, another pass to the plant just didn't connect. Again, it's so hard when you're playing with this caliber level of players to make even these things kind of connect and go together, especially when you're not really... I don't want to say you're not trying. My sound dropped? How did my sound drop?
I'm not sure if that was on your end or my end, honestly.
Is it back now?
Yeah, you're fine now, I think.
Okay, sorry, a little hiccup there. Now it's gone. Alright, take over, Turtle. I'm talking. I'm going to keep talking here. Turtle, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
But just as what you were saying, you were talking about how it's hard to pass. That's because you got, let's see, like 9 of the top defenders in the league right here. Only 8 people in the game, but still. Everyone here is probably in the top 20 of the defensive stats.
Well, I mean, you would hope with, the title like All-Star that you would have All-Stars on the court, and we definitely do. And if I remember, the All-Stars were voted on by the community, correct?
Yeah, nominated by captains, and then the community got to vote for them. That way we didn't get any, like, sneaky troll nominations in there. But yeah, everyone here deserved it. It all worked out pretty well. Like I told Cal earlier, there's only one thing that surprised me.
What was that?
And that was just about 73 Puppies making it in over Infection, just because Puppies is newer. It's his first season in Pro, and he's already an All-Star, so that was a little surprising. He's got the stats to back it up, though, so...
I was going to say, nothing against Infection, because he's a fantastic player as well, but if you've got the stats and the numbers, and I know Puppies does.
Yep, he was a big surprise player. He was just an AMI player last season, and he's one of the best Pro players there are now already.
Looks like a failed shotgun launch. So a shotgun launch is when the ball carrier runs underneath one of the tanks, and the tank swings the hammer, using the gravity of the hammer to launch the player at a more rapid speed than you would normally get. And sometimes you can catch the opposing team off guard, especially if they swing their hammers and they pop you up further. You can cover quite a bit of distance in a very short amount of time. Alright, and apparently J-Bar is salty, so whatever's going on, J-Bar, I'm so sorry.
He's just mad he's not in the game.
Now, did J-Bar make All-Stars?
He was nominated, didn't quite get the votes.
Oh, I'm sorry, J-Bar. At least you were nominated, that's like...
You should have campaigned harder for him.
Kind of like second place, I guess.
He's still on the team with the best record, though, so...
Oh, there is that.
Okay. He's still carrying our team to the best record in the league. Everyone likes to give Sab the credit, but it's really J-Bar, we all know.
Well, if anybody's listened to the latest episode of the Hubcast, the opening 10 seconds will confirm what you just said. And if that's cryptic, then you should go listen to the Hubcast. Alright, Hammer Conference off the wall hop, tries to Mario off a Shadow at 16, isn't able to, but follow up, clean up, no! Victory lap around the plant. Needed to drag his toes there, just couldn't quite make it. Alright, ball cross court, Sab now has it. He's got some help with Shadow S16, you can see Man Cannon.
We got someone crouching over here on the right for the pass.
Yep, there's Man Cannon on the far side doing what is literally called the Man Cannon, as he tries to sneak around the opposite side and cause havoc in the spawn.
And tomorrow for the AMI game, I think we get to see Baby Man Cannon and Fuel Real. Takes the same strategy, goes to plate and swings a lot.
Hey, it's a legitimate strategy.
Yeah, it can definitely work if you have the right team around it.
Yeah, you gotta be able to trust your teammates to be able to hold off in like 3v4 situations. But if you can get in there and pitch a tent, start roasting some s'mores and camping out, it can definitely be a game changer.
I think that's why Man Cannon is an all-star this season. He's actually started to do more than just going to plate. He's had to step up and be like the actual number 2 tank for Pro Run.
Look at that pitch forward. Shadow has to come out to get it. He's not going to be able to backpedal. 3v1, and not even Shadow S16 can get out of that.
But another nice lunge. And the cancel spree.
Ball gets Franklin all the way across the court. Franklin is when the gravity from the hammer hits the ball and sends it off in wildly careening different directions. Runner running, pitching forward, a Man Cannon's there, but no, he's not able to win that one-on-one tanking battle. And it's always tough when you're back there, because obviously on the respawn, it's do you think there's well, I'm sure there is, a tactic to a good spawn camping? Or is it some luck involved as well?
Well, it's got to be some kind of skill, since certain people are a whole lot better at it. I still can't figure it out.
Holy crap! Net's Pride was got the huge lunge, had an open run to the goal, but I couldn't see. Some of the sword conference took him down, and that was the end of that. So yeah, if you're just joining us, this is Game 1 of the AGLA Pro Circuit All-Star match. It is part of our All-Star Week. Last night, Alpha Turtle, who is my co-host here, his team won the very first ever AGLA auction tournament. So congrats again.
Thanks, Nets, Killers, and Gambit for carrying me.
And so tonight we have the Pro All-Star match, which is what we're showcasing right now. Tomorrow night we will have the Amateur All-Star match. And then on Friday we're actually hosting a mixer event. Oh, nice interception. Who was that? Alpha, could you see who got that interception?
That was Nets. Sorry. Trying to figure it out.
I know, it's tough when all you've got are those three letters to go by. But thankfully most everybody on the court tonight, at least on my side, has call signs that have to do with their gamer tags. It makes my life much easier. Unnecessary pass is unnecessary, but easy 08 is like not in my house.
And there's no such thing as unnecessary passes in this game. Everything is necessary. Gotta go out of the way for the unnecessary stiff arm, that's worth it too.
Alright, so we're in the corner. Runner runs forward, tries to challenge Sabosaurus Rex, and that did not end well for him.
It's not usually the best idea.
I mean, quite honestly, going one-on-one with anybody on this court is never the best idea. Oh!
Nice shotgun there.
A little too much power in that shotgun. Although the ball's still there and it takes a very favorable roll. Infinite Rain has it, just can't quick it in. A very good respawning, because they can totally control it by Hammer Conference. Infinite Range is not able to make it happen, although he is still up there. Man Cannon is defending him, but he gets taken out. That's Easy 08 with the credit on the kill. So Easy 08 having a really great defensive game, as well as his offensive punching of everything.
Another useless pass, but makes it more entertaining. Nets might be able to get there.
Alright, so Cal keeps asking questions in the chat box, and he wants to know who are some of these players. Well, the person who just scored was Ace Be Silent for Hammer Conference, giving them their first points of the match.
Ace has been the most expensive player in like 5 out of the 6 bid league seasons we've had. I think it's
Is he worth it?
Well, the first 2 seasons he was in the championship, but he had another one, actually 2 of the best players in the league on his team then. Then he got to carry me for 3 seasons. We couldn't quite win a championship, but still was able to carry my crappy self to the playoffs every time.
Alright,
so,
go ahead.
You make it for a little too much, but he's worth it.
So what teams do we have represented on the court tonight?
Let me look through here. We got Man Cannon from Pro Run.
Oh, well, here comes Hammer Conference. That's Net's Pride putting in the second goal.
You got Man Cannon and Digital Pain, who's not in the game right now, but they're both on Pro Run. You got Shadow S16 and Solace 8, who also isn't in the game, but they're both on One Hit Wonders. Sabosaurus Rex is on my team Retroactive. He's got a person in this game, I don't even know. And Infinite Rain is on Vital Signs.
And Net's Pride is on Next Dimension, if I remember right.
Yeah, so is Rage More Nerd. Ace Be Silence on Impulse with Perfect Demise. Easy 08 is on Gingy's team, Hybrid Theory. Surprised Gingy isn't in this game right now.
Beautiful shotgun launch forward to a pass. It was almost perfect, but an interception there just ruined all the fun.
Just noticed when I went through that. That one was. Why can't I see this right now? Sorry, I'm not even looking at the right screen.
That's right. Whoever that was Easy rather who got it. So, and what team's Easy on? I can't remember.
Hybrid Theory with Gingy.
Gingy. Okay. So we've got a large amount of teams from the pro circuit represented here tonight. It sounds like almost all of them.
All the ones that are going to be in the playoffs are here. I just noticed that much. Every team we named is in the hunt for playoffs, at least. As of now, Vital Signs isn't, so Rain is just out of playoffs, but he could still come back and make a spot.
Little stutter step. And, oh my gosh.
There we go. Got the tank in.
Hammer Conference making this a game, and that's Easy 08 putting up points.
And now we're trying to get punched by nets.
Alright, well, everybody knows how much we love 4-4 Grifball, considering it is, the sudden death and winner takes all. So we'll see, maybe we'll get there. And if you love the Grifball action and you want to get more involved, be sure to check us out on GrifballHub.com. That is the homepage. You can also check us out on Twitter at Grifball with one F or at GrifballHub, also with one F. Very accessible there. You can get at me at GooseChecka, spelled exactly as it sounds. And Alpha, where can people find you on Twitter?
Nowhere.
Nowhere?
I'm a loser and do not have a Twitter.
Some may call you very smart as
yeah.
a loser.
I don't need 7 places to communicate with the same people.
Nice pass forward, man.
All you guys on the hub.
Yep, so follow us on the hub. It's probably the best way to get your Grifball information. And of course, and this could be it. Can Infinite Rain do work?
But what a punch.
Oh, yeah.
I got that step for the goal.
Yep, was that Sap or was that Man Cannon? I have to watch on the replay.
Tell us, Cal.
It was Sap.
Okay. Because he got popped up by Ace and then got the punch on his back. A little bit of luck, but still definitely skill there.
Yeah, it's all skill. As we learned at RTX last year. So if anybody's not familiar, RTX is the Rooster Teeth Expo, which happens it was every July, but now it will be in August this year. Fast forward to Shadow S16 finishes this game out. And,
nice play there. Not necessary, but once again, you gotta like it.
So last year at RTX, we actually held a Grifball tournament, and there were a bunch of teams that signed up, but there were league teams that were present, and then we had a bunch of just attendee teams, and not one attendee team scored 1 point against any of the league teams. And the 2 teams in the championship were, of course, league teams as well. So there are some who may say there's no skill in Grifball, but then I just say they're wrong. But to answer some of the questions in the website, yes, this league does have a website. It is GrifballHub.com, GrifballHub. And that is where you can find all of us. We're also here every Wednesday night live streaming Grifball, so you can always tune into that. You can follow us on Twitter. We're on Facebook. Type in Griffball Hub, and we are there to answer all of your questions. And hopefully get you recruited, because the GGL, which is our recreational league, is starting up in very, very soon. Sign-ups open on April 10th, and they're open through the 17th. Is that right, Cal? 10th through the 17th. All right. So if you are looking to join a team, you can go to GrifballHub.com/forums and look in the recruiting thread. There is a place to post if you are looking to join a team. There's also a place to post if you have a team and you're looking for an individual player to join your team to round it out. The GGL is a really good way to get started in Grifball. It's a fun, relaxed atmosphere to play, learn, and get to know some of the Grifball greats out there. I'm sorry, Quack. Quack, what was your question? I'm sorry. The chat moved pretty quick. Oh God, that lunge, that stiff farm. I bet he's regretting his life choices right now. Holy crap. Alright, so Sword Conference still in blue, Hammer Conference still in red, but we do have some new players on the court. So for Sword Conference, we still have Shadow S16, we still have Sabosaurus Rex, and we still have Infinite Rain, but instead of Man Cannon, we have Digital Pain. And hey, that rhymed.
Also, them together. It's their teammates. They should have had them both on the court at the same time. They had the chemistry.
All right, and who do we have on Sword Conference for this game?
Looks like we still have Rage, we still have Nets, still have Easy, but we brought in Gingy. So we got the hybrid theory connection with Gingy and Easy.
All right, well, they seem to be holding their own pretty well so far. About that half-court line. And running, jumping, dying, you know, it's all in a day's work. That was
like
Easy 08.
Both teams brought in a little more tanking power, it looks like.
Yeah, and anytime you put digital paint on the court, you're increasing. Holy crap, look at that shotgun launch. Oh, man. Easy just knocked digital straight out of the air. Saw that coming. And now they answer with their own shotgun. Huge height, pass down. And he got... Yeah, they make it look easy. Get it? Easy 08? Make it look easy. Yeah. I think it's funny. Yeah, I would play crickets too if I had an easy. Alright, so bouncing off the wall there, Sword Conference. They are up on the wall hop. Pass forward, they have someone on the plan. Oh, just missed Infinite Rain, not able to wrangle it in.
I think it was Digital that made the pass, I believe. A little too high for Ring. Another shotgun for the 600th time this game.
Hey, I'm all about the shotguns.
Oh, nice double by Rage.
That was Nets Pride who got the double.
Oh.
Rage Warner got the score, but it was Nets Pride who got the double, clearing the way for it.
I don't know how to read. Reading's hard.
It is, especially when you've been hit in the head so many times. So Hammer Conference taking the lead this game. And again, last match, it was all Sword Conference all day. They won 6-3. And so now Hammer Conference out to show some pride. See some Nets pride. See what they can do.
And arguably the best tank in the league had 55 points in the first round.
I want to echo Pac fans' question in the chat box and see what the chat box think. Who do you think is going to win the second game? So Sword Conference took game 1, 6-3. Who is going to take game 2? Are you still sticking with Hammer Conference Alpha?
I don't know. If you put digital paint in a game, I have to pick digital every time. I don't know why, but
well, because he just scored.
Right there. Yeah, that just happened. That's why.
I mean, he was sitting on the spawn checking his watch, just kind of waiting.
I made that prediction before digital just scored. Remember to know that.
Right. You did. We can go back and replay the tape from earlier.
Digital and Shadow on the same team. I don't think I'd ever doubt that.
Alright, so a little bit faster paced game this time around. What was that?
I said it's interesting that on the Hammer Conference side, you have like all the statistical best players, and then on the Sword Conference side, you got the guys that just win. You got Shadow, Digital, they're always in championships. Oh. Don't put up the craziest stats, but who scored again? We got another Rage goal.
Yep, another Rage War Nerd goal.
65 points. Talking about Gingy stats, and he has 65 points.
Alright, so I want to answer Sayer, Sayre, had a question in the chat box. Is there a way to find a team on the site, or do you have to have a team of people you know? So no, you don't need a team of people you know, although if you have one, you definitely can. What you want to do is go to GrifballHub.com/forums, and we have a forum called Recruitment, and in that forum are 2 threads. There is the Looking for Team thread and the Free Agent thread. So the Free Agent thread is if you are an individual and you want to join a team. The Looking for Players if you have a team and you want one or more persons to join your team. So you go there. People on the site, very friendly, very responsive. Again, the next league is starting up in about 2 weeks, so it is the perfect time to go on the site, get your name out there, get in some custom games, and find a team for the upcoming season.
And that'll qualify you for the next AGLA.
That is true. So last year, in order to play in our competitive league, which is the AGLA, and we're currently showcasing, you had to have experience in at least one of the leagues previously, or have some qualifying mixers. And again, that's because the AGLA is the competitive league. Not just anybody can play. You've got to prove your worth or your salt or some
easy,
some really lame metaphor. And yes, Quack is right. If there's anybody tuning in from the EU, we do have a very strong European contingent. They even have their own league. So if you are across the pond and want to play with other Europeans, there is the EU GBL as well.
And we even have Sam, who plays in the Middle East.
Yes, she's in Bahrain. So we take all types.
We've had some Australians over the years.
That doesn't last long, though.
Yeah. They come and then they lag.
Or yeah, they get chased out because of their lag. All right, so we've got Sword Conference with the ball, threatening. They're looking to push in. That is, I believe, Digital on the spawn, causing problems, but is taken out. Couldn't quite tell who got the kill on him, but now Hammer Conference has the ball, mid-court, runner's in trouble. Kicks it all the way across the court. It's not going to be far enough. Shadow at 16, pass forward. Good night. That is...
That's a highlight. We can put that one in a reel.
If I had a mic, I would just drop it right now. That was Shadow at 16 with the pick. Instant pass forward to Sab, who was on the run. That is just a beautiful, picture-perfect play. Yeah, that one definitely is an XRT moment. I wish I had actually said that because I would have liked to have
Almost
that.
Like Sab knew he was about to pick off.
That mental connection those two got. Although when Shadow commentated with me last night, he told me that the dynamic duo is, I believe, him and Nets Pride. So
Did win back-to-back championships in the AGLA the last 2 seasons.
they did. Although after that, I think Sab might be moving in on that. Might become a trio.
We could very well have a championship between Nets and Shadow. That would be interesting, actually. I prefer it didn't happen because that means I lose, but...
Right. That's like a civil war. That's like brother versus brother.
Yeah, all 4 people from the championship roster last season would be in the game, 2 against 2.
That's brutal. That's the kind of stuff of machinima or epic storytelling.
Yeah, we can see who really carried the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. Infinite range just taking Easy out like it was nothing. Shadow at 16 on the ball, but gets sword sniped from behind. Nets Pride with a double. And I think that was probably a triple at some point. But Sab ends up taking him out. Hammer Conference still with the ball. Tied 2-2 here in Game 2 of the AGLA Pro Circuit All-Star Game.
Ooh, look at this.
And there's a comment in the chat box that surprised that GrifballHub is not a playlist in the Master Chief Collection. And I guess all I can really say about that is the Master Chief Collection had some issues when it launched. So having Grifball as a playlist was not, as we like to say, Grifball was not on fire, therefore it was not at the top of the priority list. But, you know, we're hopeful. They're rolling out patches and improvements every month or so you never know. Yes, I agree with Cal. We need Halo 3 fixed regarding Forge before a Grifball playlist would be fun, because that way you could play Halo 4 and Halo 3 Grifball, which makes everybody happy except for the Reach kids, but they're not really people, so it's okay.
And I'd like to say I'd hope that Halo 3 would be the game I played every time, but basketball there? Nope, deflected.
No, they were trying. They were going for the highlight, trying to get fancy.
That would just make me sad if they put Halo 3 matchmaking in with Halo 4. Because I'd always want to play Halo 3, but then I know how it would result.
I don't know. Halo 3 has a really strong Grifball contingent.
Oh, we're all...
It might surprise you. Does Goose Chicken work at 343? No, I do not work at 343, unfortunately. But GrifballHub does have...
Goose champion.
What?
Said you are a Duck Duck Goose champion, according to your shirt.
I am a Duck Duck Goose champion. And but I do not work at 343, sadly. But GrifballHub, how is he still alive? Will someone kill him? Because that's just not okay.
Oh.
That's dirty. Who was that? That was...
Told you, he's about to get the ball from.
That's not even getting the ball. He just wouldn't die. Like, there's blood flying everywhere, and he's like, nope. Not feeling like it. Oh, Shadow says boring goal.
It's true. He did. That's just how Hybrid Theory scores every time. Gingy tanking and Easy.
I don't even think Gingy tanked him in. He just... Easy was like, you know...
And he got like the final kill, that was all.
Yeah. I don't think Easy believes in...
Bounced his way down the court.
Yeah, he just is like... I don't even know what to call it. Someone's got to check to see if there's some kind of physics special on his boots, because he's just all over the place.
There's another thing that doesn't make sense happening.
So let's see. We've got Hammer Conference with the ball. Okay, finally, yep, they finally pick it up and are battling at the half-court line right beneath the announcer's booth here. Nice close look. Shotgun launch gone horribly wrong. But the runner's able to, I'm gonna guess that's easy.
Easy, so it's gonna work.
Because he's just gonna refuse to die and walk it on in. Sorry, Shadow S16. Easy is in your base, and all your base are belong to him. All right, so we'll see. So turnabout here is the way things are looking. So 4-2, Hammer Conference leading Sword Conference. Again, Sword Conference won last game easily, but just switching out one player or two makes a big difference. So it is Hammer Conference who come up with the ball. One more goal, and they will take down game 2, and we'll be tied 1-1 in this All-Star Series.
It's weird. Hammer Conference takes out arguably the best player in the league and starts winning. I don't usually take ace out of a lineup and win.
Well, I think that's because I don't think they're actually not really tanking. There's not tanking battles going on. It's let's see how far we could lunge people and what kind of ridiculous things we can try and make happen. But this could be it. Sword Conference could be facing a loss. They've got all 4 tanks off. Someone's running all around that wall hop. And yeah, Net's Pride. Look, this is my surprise face that it was Net's Pride on the wall hop. Yeah. Although Shadow's saying that he's really bored with the Hammer Conference's goals, but I guess the answer to that would be, well, why don't you go show him how it's done, Shadow? And now that I've said that, he probably will, just to make me look stupid. Or not, or he'll just get absolutely destroyed.
But he tried, that's what really matters.
Right.
Oh, easy, missed a punch. You don't see that often.
No. So is there an average time it takes for your account to get activated? No, there's not an average time. I think Cal could probably do that for you right now. He's not doing anything. He's just sitting there.
Oh, Nets blew it. Oh, got to push the ball away, though.
So Sword Conference is trying to stay in it. The runner got stabbed in the back, but I think he landed the stiff arm, but couldn't stop the second lunge. And so Hammer Conference, once again, their destiny in their own hands.
I think Easy just tried to shotgun a tank. Did not go well.
Oddly enough.
The enemy has dropped the ball.
So runner just going Leroy Jenkins, and that was Rachel Nerd, got a double stiff arm before getting taken out. Shadow ties, falls free. Digital now coming in from the red side. Runner just runs past one tank, passes it back. Beautiful catch in the air. Something for people in the chap. Easy. Stop it. It's not right. It's not natural. But something for people to remember in the chat box is that auto catch is not on. So if you see players grabbing the ball out of the air, making really great catches, it is all them all day. No computer assistance here.
Yeah, for a lot of pro players, it pretty much is on because they permanently hold down the pickup button.
I knew it. Like tape it down with glue, or tape it down with glue. Yeah, that's how the world works.
Or just play like me and get a really uncomfortable hand position to hold it down all the time.
So runner in the far corner. He's got no support, but he's got room to run. He's got 2 tanks in front of him. Sab leading the way.
And now I'll try to punch 4 people. Oh, he passed.
Come on, he's not easy. He's not going to try and punch 4 people. So Digital Pain just dodging and weaving through the Hammer Conference defense. His teammates have caught up. That's Infinite Rain and Sab doing work. Here comes Shadow. And wow, they're both gone. Shadow does what he can to protect his runner. Digital Pain, who passes the ball back. A little bit of an overshot, or it's just let to run through the 2 teammates. And now Shadow has the ball. And again, I called him out as he's going to complain about goals. I want to see.
He's not allowed to just walk this in off capital like that.
And then like that, I think that's a upright. Yeah, he just walked on in like it was a frozen yogurt stand. Just walked right up. It's like I'll take the peanut butter swirl, please.
Still with 4.
Get at me, Brett. Yes, Shadow.
New ball spawn.
Need more passing.
Yeah, there's not been nearly enough passing, and maybe some more launching too. I would like to see more launching.
Double by Nets there. Genji takes out a sword. That doesn't happen. That's how you know it's an all-star game when Genji's pulling a sword.
Teams are out there having a good time, and again, this is the best, or not a best of 3 series, but it is a 3-game series. We will play all 3 games regardless of who wins this match. Who is that? Oh my gosh! Just
stop by Rage.
That was digital pain. It's like, I'll punch you in the face, and you get a punch to the face, and you get a punch to the face. Yeah.
So punches at the end, easy or digital?
I will be very interested to see the kill count with the ball. We'll have to check out those medals in the post-game report.
This isn't too different from what Easy always does.
Well, yeah, for him, this is just a normal Wednesday night.
Another interception.
Some fast play. Team's having a good time again. Sword Conference coming back, trying to make the epic comeback real. Shadow S16, one of the biggest talkers in the league, but he also has the stats and the history to back him up. Gets a beautiful boost, and well played to Sab, who's right there. Shadow now tanking in. There, got two there. Oh, Infinite Rain, yes, with the catch. 4-4.
That's a fun goal. I approve of that one.
So, again, Shadow just... Sorry, Shadow. I was joking. I didn't mean it.
Oh, we got the 4-4 you were asking for.
Yep, 4-4 Grifball is the best because it is all about the sudden death, the golden goal, the last man or woman standing. 4-4 Grifball is everybody's favorite Grifball. I know Cal always talks about wanting to get like the 4-4 alarm, so... Oh, just tweeted it. Good, so the 4-4 alarm is up. Everybody knows that this is a sudden death Grifball. Who knows how long it will last. Alright, Cannon's in there cheering for Sword, which is good because that's his conference. And we'll see. So if Sword takes this, then they will technically have won, I guess, the All-Star match, because there's 3 games, and they would have won 2 of them. Again, we'll play all 3 just to make sure that everybody gets playing time. And the bragging rights will be real either way.
Who had the 6th person for each team that hasn't played yet? About 73 puppies, and Solace hasn't played.
Yeah, Solace has not played yet.
I know Puppies told me he probably wasn't going to make it, unfortunately.
Oh, that is... he
Don't know
couldn't make
about
it last night either, could he?
Nope. I think he had class or something.
Who needs education?
I don't think he goes to school.
The enemy has dropped the
Who does that? Seriously.
Oh, the double Butterfingers happening in that corner over there. Easy finally has it.
Alright, the Hammer Conference trying to hold on to the lead. They had a 4-2 lead, and they have let it slip. 4-4 Grifball goes one-on-one with Infinite Rain, lands a stiff arm, sees digital pain, drops back. Do not blame him. That's always a scary person to see on the court. And I'm guessing that's easy because he's just punching all the things. Yep. Nice double. Who was that? Net's Pride?
Pulling the sword for him. Yeah, it was Net standing there in the middle.
Alright, let's see here. Oh man, this is when it gets tense. At least for me. I love 4-4 Grifball. It's like all the other 8 rounds just don't matter because this is it. And but this is it.
Killing spree with the bomb.
Like you do, because that's a normal thing. Here's another one.
And
another one. That's 7?
At least. Who needs tanks?
There's number 8. No, Easy is his own tank. He's an independent man. He don't need no tanks.
I think he was the 3rd most expensive player in the league, so he's showing it.
And for a runner, that's 9. That's pretty good. The big money usually goes to the tanks, but Easy definitely holding his own, and has been holding his own for... And that's 10. He's on a killing frenzy with the ball.
And he could pass to Raid, but he's not going to because he wants more punches.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you've got a killing frenzy. Oh, and he finally passed it away.
But he's still alive. Oh, there he goes.
Shadow ends his happiness.
Easy isn't just a runner, though. He does have some of the best tanking stats in the league, though. But a lot of that is with the bomb, too.
Yeah. I think he's the best bomb tanking player in the league.
Yeah, but even if he lost the ability to pick up the bomb, he'd still be one of the best players in the league. He's still one of the scariest people when he's swinging at you on your plate. We got Rage standing in the plate, and now he's dead. And back over to Easy. Who Butterfingers again?
So you can tell things are getting a little bit more serious now. The game's slowed down. The turnovers are fewer. There's a little pride riding on this. And, if nothing else, Griffballers love to bait one another, and so winning tournaments, winning championships, winning all-star matches definitely adds street cred to making call-outs, like Shadow did on Sunday night before the auction tournament when he called that your team would win it before a single game had been played.
Although he also said we were going to 9-0 both, and we didn't quite pull that one off for him.
Not quite. It's never a good idea to bet against Shadow. It usually, and it's oh wow, Digital Pain tries to go for a stiff arm, gets taken out by Netspry. Netspry's got someone in the center, jumps, does not. Oh, interception, infinite range.
Punch.
Digital, whew, that was a scary pass there. Dribbled right across the pad. Shadow having to kick the ball back across center. I'm sorry, that was not Shadow. That was somebody else.
That was Rain that had the bomb there.
There we go. So the runner's just saying YOLO. Oh, no way. No.
Okay, let's say that the Pro All-Star just have a lack of awareness to let that happen. I was going
well, I mean, Shadow did it once when he just yeah, farmed it on in. And easy? I'm gonna guess.
Not easy. No, it is Rage.
Okay, so Rage eating that hammer like a pro.
Easy wouldn't have got popped up. He would have just kept going.
Yeah, Easy looks at you and you just die. Swings the ball in your general direction and you drop dead.
Yeah, it does look like they're playing normal Griffball.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's definitely slowed down. It's become, never serious, but it is a little bit more serious.
You still see the occasional sword that doesn't make sense or easy punching everything, but they're definitely trying a little harder here.
Yeah, there's that 4-4 Griffball. It's nobody wants to be the one that lets that down. Beautiful cross-court pass. Just a little bit overthrown. And there is Sab. Oh, no. Great radar tanking by, what was that? Who's got that red visor?
What, are you asking who has the bomb right now, or?
Yeah.
No, it's Nets.
Nets, okay. Good head step by Nets. Knew the tank was coming.
Dangerous pass back, but easy there with the save.
So I want to again say shout out and thank you to everybody in the chat box who is here supporting Griffball and these amazing players on the court tonight. If you want more Griffball action in your life, you can always check us out at GrifballHub.com. That is where you want to go to get your news and information. You can also find out about our leagues. Again, the GGL, which is our recreational Griffball league. Sign-ups are opening on the 10th, April 10th. So if you have a team, awesome, get ready to sign up. If you don't have a team, you can go to our recruitment forum and either put yourself in the free agent thread so that a team will pick you up, or if you have a team but you need one or two more people, you can actually post there as well saying that you're looking for a player and pick up other players. You can also get at us on Twitter at Griffball and at GrifballHub. It's probably the best way to get a hold of us, and that's where we tend to do a lot of our outreach as well, so it's really easy to keep up to date with what's going on in the Griffball community. And of course here on twitch.tv/GrifballHub, we hope that you will hit that little heart there at the bottom of your screen, give us a subscribe, and it's the heart because we heart you. And thank you so much. And if you're feeling extra generous, you can hit that subscribe button, which it's $5. It goes to the site, helps keep the lights on GrifballHub.com, and it allows you to, I think it's skip ads, have custom emojis, you get a fancy little emblem, as you can see. Pac-Man in the chat has the Griffball symbol that comes with the subscribe button as well, and that just means that we are a partner with Twitch. And we're just all happy that you could be here tonight for this really awesome game as he just jumps past him and
Rage gets pushed in. Will help the blue team, but
rides the hammer to victory. That's right, J-Bar. Z indeed. Well, that was quite the turnabout. So Hammer Conference takes down Game 2 in a 5-4 match. We'll go into the post-game lobby. We'll break down the stats. Then we will transition into giving away the Ruby poster we have, again in celebration of Rooster Teeth's 12th anniversary. And we'll take a brief break while the teams kind of recollect themselves and get ready for Game 3. So Game 1 went to Sword Conference 6-3. Game 2 officially goes to Hammer Conference 5-4. So we'll see what Game 3 brings. Right, the MCC broke it. Sure, Cal.
Well, that's probably reasonable.
Yeah, actually. So yeah, very exciting. Game 3, super close match. I'm excited to see. And why is J-Bar typing in Greek? What happened? Did he have a stroke? How many Grifball teams are there? In the AGLA, which is our competitive league, we have 12 pro teams and 8 amateur teams. And in the GGL, it varies from season to season. So in the first season of Halo 4 Grifball, we had over 400 teams register. And we're currently sitting at about, 70 teams, I believe? Is between 70 and 40. Okay, well, so from 400 to 40, it depends. Obviously, the problems with the Master Chief Collection made things a little bit more difficult. But again, it varies, and there's benefits to both. It's fun really having a lot of people. But on the other hand, it's really cool having a smaller league too, because then you kind of know everybody. It's like a small town. Alright, so Sword Conference, they're out for vengeance. Shadow does not like to lose, even in lulzy events like this. Apparently J-Bar died. Can someone resuscitate him? I don't know if anybody would want to do that, but yeah, well. Alright, so on the court for this one, we've got Digital Pain back in for Sword Conference, and who did Hammer bring in?
They brought in Ace to replace Easy.
Okay. That's, I don't know, Easy had such a great game last time. I would have a hard time benching him, but...
Yeah, he probably wanted to bench himself.
He's the captain for Hammer, correct?
Rage is the captain for Hammer.
Okay. Never mind then.
You don't see Easy practice too often. He's just this good without... He only gets home for games. And then it's just that good. It'd be unfair if he practiced.
Yeah, I mean, you hit a certain threshold of awesome, and you just... It's a point of diminishing returns. Alright, so we've got Sword Conference with the ball. Runner on the far side, that is Sab, and Digital Pain up top tanking. And Shadow coming on this near side, working his way around to the back of the red spawn. You can see him crouching there, so he does not appear on radar. However, there is a fun little thing in Halo 4 and Master Chief Collection Grifball is what you count. And if you only see 3 enemy tanks, you need to check your back. Here goes Sab, tanking across, supported by Digital Pain. This is going to be a walk-in. Yep. Infinite Rain had a nice easy stroll into the enemy bomb plant, and it is 1-0 Sword Conference over Hammer Conference. Oh, the J-Barisms are real.
I get to deal with that every league game.
I'm so sorry. So apparently Shadow having a bit of a tete-a-tete against Rage when he's supposed to be playing in the chat box, but that's how good Shadow is. He grifballs with one hand. Oh, look at that shotgun launch. Passes Stab, picks it up, walks it in, and that is how he responds to Rage's boring Shadow. There you go. He just starts that there. Here you go, Rage. And I do believe in the words of Shadow. He would say, okay, bye.
Looks like I might finally get a pick right. Probably not, though.
Yeah, you called for a Sword Conference, correct? Yeah, you went the Shadow and...
But I'm 0 for 2 so far.
Well, you figure if you lose this one, you are worse than Chance, so congratulations.
That is true. It's same chance of getting them all right.
Alright, well here comes Hammer Conference, looking to even the score, landing a couple good stiff arms there. Not easy 08, but then again, nobody is. Still holding his own, though. That is what? Is that Nets who's running?
No, that one is Rage, I believe. Where is Rage?
He could go all the way, and he does. Yep, you're right, that was Rage More Nerd. Had a hole you could drive a truck through. And just found his way to the bomb plant. And another fast-paced game we have going on. I think it'll be a back-and-forth match until about the last round, and then things will grind. And everybody gets on their try-hard pants. And by that I mean they might care just a little bit more than they did at the start of the match. So yeah, I'm glad. What's that?
I said they pass backwards. Nets has to be disappointed. Well, he's on the other team, so when you play with Nets, he won't let you pass back too often. It's got to be a forward pass, or you're just doing it wrong.
Does he throw the yellow flag and call a foul?
Nice one there, but Ace couldn't get the second one. There's one on the red plate, though, and the pass.
Oh, Sab was right there, but he was in a sea of reds. There was really nothing he could do about that. Sparkles is everywhere. Ball takes a roll in favor of Sword. That is Infinite Rain, who chucks the ball to the far side. Shadow's having a hard time finding it. Or he's just screwing with us. I mean, that's definitely a possibility, too. That was Gingy who got the kill on Shadow.
It's sometimes hard to find the ball when it's back on that back wall.
It is, because it doesn't show up on your radar, and sometimes it actually just doesn't show up at all.
You don't want to turn around to face your back wall to find it.
Yeah, there's
more
nothing,
things the other way.
yeah, there's nothing quite like spinning on your own plant trying to find the ball and then being killed because you're running around trying to find the ball. Not that that's ever happened to me.
I thought it was Cal's job to hold the ball.
It is. I don't touch it because I find that when I have the ball, people try to kill me, and that's not my style. All right, so Sword Conference still with the ball. They've got this 2-1 lead, and of course, if you're just joining us, this is Game 3. Up on the wall hop, back down. Got support from Infinite Rain. Shadow is crab walking down the center. He's open, drawing some attention, and if nothing else, takes a little bit of heat off of his runner. Balls to the far side. Looks like Digital's going to pick it up. All right, runner steps up, gets a stiff arm. He's got all 4 tanks forward. It looks like Hammer Conference is a bit out of position, but they're able to bump him back just long enough. Runner steps in, gets 1 stiff arm. He's got Infinite Rain. Rain clears it, as Cal just called it, a boring tank-in. That's like a highlight for normal people, but not for Sword Conference. That's Cal right there. And again, Rage calling Shadow out on the... Hey, it's a goal, and at this point, that puts Sword Conference up 3-1, and whether it's boring or not, a win will be satisfying either way.
Yeah, someone go back and watch the film and only count goals that were scored on highlights. That's how we'll decide who wins.
Yeah, maybe that can be achievable for the GGL, is you have to assign style points. And that's the real winner. Shotgun launch past everybody, and
Nice
Digital Pain, the last second, just I don't know how he caught up with Ace, because that was a perfect shotgun launch. Sword Conference, quick on the counter. They've got all 3 tanks in there.
It should be a goal. But the runner got too excited.
Yep, Sab was on a killing spree. And the runner just got a little bit too trigger happy and jumped in a bit before he was ready. Cross-court pass overshoots both players, and Sab is going to be right beneath. Picks the ball up and instantly gets a stiff arm. Still under some pressure. Oh god, that makes me so nervous. The runner's running towards the enemy tank, towards the plant, with no supporting of his own tanks. But hey, you know, it's the Pro League. They do things their own way. They have their own style. And they're in Pro All-Stars for a reason. Yeah, look at that cross-court pass to Shadow.
And he's got a tank
for it. Digital gets 1. Digital gets 2. And taken out. Shadow jumps, spins, passes to Sab. Sab is there.
Shadow's still alive, though. Oh,
still alive, yep. But great shutdown by Hammer Conference.
No, they'll try to leave Shadow behind.
Oh, Sword Conference deals with that very well. Just takes it one at a time. Although the runner was almost in a one-on-one against Sab on the plant, tried to set her step, and that allowed Sword Conference to respawn and regain control.
Great sword tank, the double kill.
Yep, that was Digital, and he's got the ball now. Drops back. He's got Shadow in front of him, and he decides to punch his own way. So
Digital's not too shy with the punching either. Not quite easy.
He's not shy with anything. Oh, wide open, and just across in. It looked like his teammate was maybe looking for the extra pass, but Digital was like, nope, I got this, guys. I got this.
He wants the All-Star MVP. I don't think we have one, but
Let's see here.
we'll make it up for him.
If Goose Tiger could give the RGL a shout-out. Now, by RGL, I'm assuming you mean the Reach Grifball League. Of course, I can't imagine what else RGL would stand for, but yes, so shout out to the Reach Grifball League. If you like Halo Reach and you like Grifball in Halo Reach, the RGL is just what you're looking for. Oh, and it starts this Friday, so if you are interested in some Reach Grifball, that would be the place to go, and it's starting very soon, this Friday. And yeah, check it out. Now, Alpha, you played in Reach, right?
Yeah, for the first 80% of it. I didn't play like the last 2 seasons. I went into my retirement that every Grifball player has at least one of.
First of all, I've never had a retirement, so careful with that. And
You're just always half retired.
what do you mean half retired? What's that supposed to mean?
You only play in GGL and then AGLA sometimes. Only when you lose a bet to Gingy.
Okay, that might be true. So were you a vanilla Reach player or a Dash, perhaps a Blarg Ball, or even a Jetpack Grifball?
Oh, I was on the Blarg Ball train. On the hub survey, that was I put that pretty high. But no one else liked that. I was terrible at Dash, though, so I preferred vanilla.
And
It was
looks
boring.
Like
Oh, got another goal here. The
oh!
Still had to do it.
Sab shut down. That was Ace Be Silent coming in with maybe the clutchest stop of the night, keeping Hammer Conference in it. Although APOC in the chat is saying that he has the most retires, the most rips.
He doesn't actually retire, though. He just says he's going to. I don't think that counts.
So, Brett Favre versus actual rip. Digital Pain comes off the ball, gets insta-lunged.
Oh, can I kill them?
Are you playing Grifball while you're commentating? No. I can hear the sound. I was like, wait a minute. That's not possible. He's in the chat with me, or he's in the stream box with me.
Well, my volume wasn't actually muted, but I can't even hear my sound. How can you hear my sound? You magic?
I am magic, actually. Just like Shaq and what was it, Shazam?
Shazam, I think. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that, though.
Okay. Still too soon.
Forever.
All right. Well, Hammer Conference still hanging in there. They are down by, well, a lot. They are down by 3 goals. They're going to need 4 unanswered goals to crawl out of their current hole of losing and to make it onto the lovely open prairie of winning. And they're having a bit of a harder time this time. Sword Conference feeling very confident, maybe slacking off a little bit. But Hammer Conference has proved that they can make moves. I mean, they did win last game 5-4. Different lineup, but here they go. Runner comes in. Oh no, shut down.
Block with the save.
So that's Sabosaurus Rip. Yeah, I think we posted the same thing at the same time. Sab with the epic lunge. Forces the turnover. Shadow trying to hawk dive into the goal. Unsuccessful. Digital, Infinite Rain. Everybody's dead. DED dead. Wow, that was a really high pass. It must have been deflected.
Yeah, it got deflected over there. Still kept going the same direction, though. That's the annoying part about deflection. You always think you did good, then they go the same direction, and it's like, that was useless.
There was one game I was commentating a couple weeks ago where there was a beautiful deflection by the defense, but the ball ended up rolling and stopping right in front of the plant where there was somebody there. It would have been better to let the pass happen. That's the gamble you take when you're Franklin. Hammer Conference narrowing in. They've got somebody on the plant. Pass back to the middle of the court. They're going to have to try their luck again.
Rage has the ball again. He's made some interesting goals tonight where he just bounces his way in, so I'm sure he'll try something stupid. And by stupid, I mean creative.
Yeah, that's a better spin to put on it. It's just crazy enough to work. I've got, I was going to say all 4 tanks for it, but, although there is somebody in the spawn. Just took out Sab, still there.
It's a good one to have in the plate.
Oh, Leroy Jenkins? Yes, indeed. That was Rage More Nerds and matchmaking, you lovely people. What interview, Cal? Like the flower?
New ball spawn.
Alright, well here we go. Into, it's a 4-2. Looking a little bit familiar. Maybe a mirrored reflection of last game. How you feeling, Rage? Still confident in your Sword Conference, brethren?
You just call me Rage, or you talking to Rage, or...
I did not mean to call you Rage. I was looking at the chat box and he had just typed, and that is a goal!
Yeah, I'm feeling confident, yeah.
And, I guess I just jinxed Rage. I just jinxed him hardcore by calling him Alpha. And
get your admins, right.
Cal, be quiet. It's late, I'm tired, and I'm trying to stream and talk and read at the same time, and it's very difficult. But that said, congratulations to the Sword Conference. They officially will take down this Grifball Pro Circuit All-Star Series against Hammer Conference, so they can now...
Crazy plays.
Yep, now we come back to being ridiculous and doing things that make the highlight reel for RTX. And again, if you are do something crazy in matchmaking, like that, Shadow sitting there on the plant, just waiting. Make sure you say Xbox record that. Take your film, send it to us. We would love to see it, and we likely put it into a highlight reel, which will be shown to literally dozens of people. I'm kidding. It's shown to like 2 people. Yeah, Cal and I see it. That's all. But no, at RTX we do show the highlight reel, so they are they're up for everybody at the panel to see, and Rooster Teeth live streams all their panels, so it's also shown to everybody who is watching the live stream, which is pretty cool. What was that, Cal? 10,000 people? Yeah, at the booth. That's how many people we had last year, and people would actually stop by the booth to just stand there to watch the highlight reels. So that could be you. You could be Grifball famous. J-Bar, what is that? Okay? Pooped on Rage. Really? That's what that is? That is inappropriate, sir.
Don't ban my teammate.
You said do or don't.
Should you? Probably. I just asked nicely that you don't.
Alright, J-Bar, you heard it. Alpha wants me to ban you, so, no. Sorry.
Oh, terrible pass, but...
Alright, so as we are winding up here, I do want to say thank you to everybody who has tuned in tonight. We're so happy to be here. I know the teams love coming out and putting on a good show, and we are happy to be able to stream it. So thank you to the teams on the court tonight. There's Digital trying to be the hero, and he was. Good job, sir. And so, yep, everybody in the chat box. I usually do a shout out for all the names in the chat box, but there's a few too many people, and that's a good problem to have. So for those who have been with us from the beginning, or those who are just tuning in, this has been Wednesday Night Grifball. We stream every Wednesday night at 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern, and that was a unfortunate pass for Sword Conference, but no worries. Shadow got it.
Well, back to nets. Ooh, Butterfingers. So that
It's the worst.
We'll just blame your host.
Yeah, it's all my fault. It's all good.
It was actually Cal's gamer tag, so we blame his host. I'm sure if we were streaming from your gamer tag, it wouldn't be any problem at all.
Well, I mean, that's generally the rule. If something goes wrong or you don't like, it's usually Cal's fault, or at least blame Cal. That's what I do. Goose, give me a special shout out. Okay, Apocryphal. Shout out to
Oh,
Apocryphal.
yeah, sure. Whichever shout out he wants.
Yeah.
Whichever of his 300 gamer tags.
Alright, so we are still just... Oh, interception. Nicely done. So waiting for this last goal.
Thought he was going to get the lunge.
Yeah, shout out to T-Rich. Oh, that was a funny day. Alright, so as we're clearing up, and just a final again, shout out to our Twitter accounts, GrifBall and GrifballHub, for all your griffing and balling needs. Please give us a subscribe here on twitch.tv/GrifballHub, and or a favorite with the little heart, and or subscribe if you want to chip a couple bucks our way. We really do appreciate it. And you get that really shiny metal that Pac-Man has, as you can see. All right, Goose, can you shout out Pac-Man? Yes, shout out to Pac-Man. Waka 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 waka. J-Bar's asking for a ban. That can definitely happen. And shout out to Defined Beauty. I feel almost like a radio DJ, when they're doing call-ins and what is it? There's a radio out here. It's like Evenings with Delilah, and people send in their love letters, and
you have that too. I'm glad I live close enough to know what that is.
Yeah, it's really really sappy, kind of like that Overthrown Pass, and yeah. So it's, instead of Delilah, it's Goose Checka. Heartfelt shout out to iWrestle from APOC. It was so heartfelt that I actually missed looking at the goal.
Well, it was a nice pass. Wasn't too fancy, but got the job done. 7-2. What was the score of the first game?
6-3.
Okay, so we've had a 6-3, 5-4, and 7-2.
Alright, so we are going to just do a quick breakdown of the stats, and then we'll be wrapping it up for the evening. So on behalf of Cal, GrifballHub, Alpha, and everybody else, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed tonight's event, and we will see you tomorrow night. Bye!